Aloha! Today I'd like to introduce to you John Lazor, a resident of Hawaii. Hi, John.
Hello, aloha.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. So, would you like to tell us how you're feeling today and a little bit about yourself, your lifestyle,
Okay.
here and what you do here in Hawaii?
I feel great. I love it here in Hawaii. I've been here about 18 years, and I live a very simple life, but a very healthy and happy life. I've been a vegetarian 42 years and a vegan about 36 out of those years. So I take care of my health. I feel great, and I just have a great life here in Hawaii.
Great. So, the secret is?
My diet is one of the #1 things. I live that healthy vegetarian vegan diet.
Wow, that is impressive. So, would you tell us how old you are?
I'm 62 years old.
Wow, you look great.
Thank you. I feel great.
Wonderful. Do you sometimes, sometimes people feel that they miss something when they start vegetarian diet. So would you share a little bit about that, how you feel about that?
Okay, I don't feel like I miss anything. In fact, after 42 years not ever having meat, I wouldn't even think I'd want to ever try it. I don't miss it at all. I'm not missing anything in my diet. I don't miss the flavor. And I never find any problem anywhere I travel around the world finding plenty to eat and staying on a vegetarian and now vegan diet. I became vegetarian in 1973. I made a decision then that I'll never eat meat again, and I never have. And then several years later I learned about the benefits of the vegan diet, and I gave up milk, cheese, eggs, butter, and all the animal products that go along with it. And I'm just healthy and feel good. I feel young, always full of energy.
Oh, you look like young.
Yeah, I feel like a young person still.
So you don't feel like you're missing anything at all?
Nothing at all. Nothing as far as health-wise or taste-wise. I don't miss the flavors. I don't miss any of that in my diet, and I know that I get all the nutrients that I need. In fact, every year, since my insurance covers the cost of getting tested, I have blood work done. I have my vitamin B12 checked. I have my calcium level, my zinc, and all the important things, and I'm never deficient in any of those areas.
Wow, that is interesting.
Never. Yeah, and I was just tested probably 3 or 4 months ago this year, and again, as usual.
And you're great.
As always, yeah, they're all in the normal range.
What made you make this decision to become vegetarian?
Well, in 1973, I was, I guess, studying and talking with friends who had made that decision and commitment and change in their lives. They looked healthy, they seemed healthy, and they started telling me the benefits, the health benefits of living on a vegetarian diet, and how good they felt, and how they knew that the animal flesh was causing a lot of the diseases. We've got problems with heart disease and stroke and certain cancers, and of course diabetes and other things that are pretty much caused by the animal foods in the diet. And they looked good, and they shared with me things that were really bad in the diet. And when I heard about the stuff that I was eating and not even realizing, like the blood and the uric acid and how bad that is for your system, I decided right then and there that I'm through with eating animals.
Right.
I'm going vegetarian, and I've never turned back, and I've never regretted it. And I know that it's helped my lifestyle. And I want to just insert this. Sometimes people tell me, well, you're probably just lucky. You have good genes. It must be your genetics.
Right.
And I say, no. I have other family members. I have 2 brothers, and I had 2 sisters, one who's already passed away. But out of 5 of us siblings, plus my mom and dad, I'm the only one that chose to change my diet and go on this vegetarian venture, this lifestyle. And I'm the only one that hasn't had some kind of lifestyle diseases or issues with health. One of them had a heart attack at early 40s. One had cancer in early 40s.
Yeah.
And my mom with diabetes and hypertension and all kind of heart problems and different lifestyle problems. I've had none of it, none of them at all. And I just feel good every day.
Great. And that is impressive that they knew about all this back in those days.
Yes, back in the 70s. Unfortunately, none of them were willing to change, but they look now and they see, the ones that are still alive, they look and see, wow, it really worked for me. You know, I really am
Right.
different than the rest. I really have more energy, more life. I haven't even started graying. I still have my natural hair color at 62.
Ah.
I am not overweight. I'm not balding. All these things.
Yes, you look perfectly fit. So, how do you exercise?
Every day I do a 3-mile power walk. That's my mainstay. I believe brisk walking is very, very good. I usually walk about a 12-minute mile, although I have walked under a 10-minute mile. I have about a 9.5-minute mile is my fastest walk, but usually about a 12-minute mile. My 12-year-old son and I walk together
Nice.
every day, and he's gotten fast by doing this for the last 8 years with me. Okay, my power walk to keep myself in shape. This is a good workout if you do this every day for about 45 minutes. And so that's the number one thing I believe for a good health is a good healthy aerobic walk. When I was younger, I jogged. I could still jog, but I want to save my joints.
Right.
And so I changed to a power walk, and I get a good sweat and just as good a workout by a fast walk. In addition to that, I bicycle, but not daily. When I can fit it in my schedule, I bicycle. I work out on the trampoline. I have a 8x12 Olympic style trampoline, the rectangular trampoline.
Oh, wow.
And my son and I work out on that from time to time. I play different sports once in a while, like volleyball, but my main one that's every day is the walking. Oh, and swimming once in a while too. So I fit in whatever I can from time to time to go along with the walks.
Well, like they say that motion is life.
Yes, it is. And a little bit of calisthenic. I want to get back on regularly. I've just gotten busy, but I'm starting back to doing a little bit of lightweight training. I used to do heavy, a lot of workout in my 30s, but now not so much, but I still like to do a little bit of weight training with just some dumbbells and some sit-ups and push-ups and chin-ups, some of those things just to keep tone.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
And I just wanted to go back a little bit to the diet topic again.
Yes.
And the question is that very important for many vegetarians is how to replace animal protein.
Yes.
How do you replace it?
I replace animal protein so easily with vegetable protein. It's so simple that most people cannot believe it's this simple. If you eat an adequate diet of a good balance of fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables, and that is including legumes and including, what do I want to say, like brown rice and whole wheat and the natural grains, not the polished white rice or white bread or any of that, but your natural state grains, and included in the vegetables would be legumes. So you're getting some beans, lentils, peas, some of those type of things. You're going to get all the protein you need. In our world, especially in the Western world, the big problem is having too much protein, diseases that stem from over-protein. We don't have diseases from not enough protein. If you eat the basic things that I just mentioned, fruits, nuts, grains, vegetables, in a balance, get plenty of variety, plenty of colors every day, you will not be protein deficient. And protein from vegetables source is just as good for your body as proteins from an animal source. There's no superior thing about animal protein. In fact, I'm getting just as good protein without the negatives that come with eating the animals.
Right, and a lot of people who eat lots of carbs and unhealthy carbs like white bread develop all kinds of diseases.
Right.
And you met people you mentioned, right, who had like diabetes, and even in your family. And then, do you know somebody also? I wanted to ask, somebody who got rid of diabetes through changing their diet.
I've known of many people who have. Personally, only a few, but I've read other studies where many people have reversed diabetes again and again and again and again. It happens that once they get on a pure plant-based diet with no animal products in their system, and also careful about sugar, not to overdo on sugars, but fat is even more important than sugar, to get rid of all animal fats and Sugar, not too much of it. The sugar has to be reduced, but no animal fats in the diet, and within a matter of weeks, the diabetes is reversed.
Wow.
Yeah, usually anywhere from 6 weeks
That is
to a
inspiring.
few months. Yes, it's turned around.
And they got rid of, did they get rid of the medication that they were on through that as
Absolutely.
well?
Absolutely. Some of them within 60 days, they're using no more medication at all. That's just
Right.
2 months. And
Right.
all of their medications they've been on for different diseases are gone, and especially having to shoot insulin, never again for diabetes.
That
Never
is
again.
amazing.
It is. So diabetes is probably one of the easiest lifestyle diseases to reverse just by a diet change. It's even easier than heart trouble or cancers or things like
Right,
that.
but diabetes and heart issues are often interrelated.
They are, absolutely. So once you get on this proper diet, you're going to get rid of diabetes if you have it. But along with that, if you do have heart issues and if you do have the beginning stages of certain cancers, it has been able to be reversed in a person's life if they catch it early enough and stay on this diet. Because, for example, heart disease is a buildup of plaques in your arteries.
Right.
And so is stroke. You know, the arteries going to the brain. And of course with heart disease, the arteries go into the heart. And once you get rid of that plaque buildup by not putting fats, animal fats into your system, you're going to have a better heart, a less chance of a stroke. All these things are interrelated, and your body will be in so much better condition to handle any of the stresses that cause these things in your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. It's really inspiring.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to
Yes,
add?
I want to tell a little bit about New Start. It's an acronym
What is it?
for a health lifestyle. New Start, 2 words, in the 8 letters. New Start, NEWSTART, stand for the 8 different what we call true remedies, or the natural doctors that we live by. The N is for nutrition, E is for exercise, W is for water, S is for sunlight, T is for temperance, A is for air, R is for rest, and T is for trust. Trust in divine power, trust in God, trust in higher power, however you want to look at that. I want to just take just a moment for each one. And nutrition. I believe nutrition is so important, like we just talked about.
Right.
Eating a plant-based diet, getting the killers out of your diet, mostly the animal products, as well as a lot of sugars and junk food things. But animal
Absolutely.
products are the #1 thing that need to go out of the diet if you want to be on what I call the anti-aging or slow aging diet, where your body will age so slowly that you hardly realize you're getting older, and you still feel young and energetic and youthful even into your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Okay, the second is E, exercise, and we mentioned that. So important to get out and do something every day, move your body. It's the other lifeline that goes along with the nutrition. W is water. Take plenty of water, pure water, soft water, not chlorinated or bad water. Drink at least, they say 8 glasses of water a day. I say somewhere between 3 quarts and 4 quarts of water every day, and if you're a outdoor worker in the hot sun, even more, over a gallon a day. S for sunlight. Most people want to hide from the sun. In the middle of the day it is too intense, but early part of the day in the morning or later in the afternoon, like after 3 or 4 p.m., the sun is our friend. We want to be out in it. We don't want to cover up and hide from it. It's the best source of vitamin D there is, as well as it
Absolutely.
induces good sleep. It does so many things for your body.
Right.
So you need to get some sunlight every day if you're able. T, the first T is for temperance. Temperance basically means the things that are bad for you out of your system, the things that are good for you in moderation. You can even overdo on the best of things there is.
Oh,
you
sure.
don't want to have anything in excess, but use good things moderately and bad things avoid completely. A is for air. That's the fresh air. We need to be outdoors, and when we exercise, as much as we can, do it outdoors if the weather permits. and breathe deeply fresh air. R is for rest. It's good to sleep enough hours in the night, as well as if you need a nap in the daytime, take a nap. If you feel worn out and just need to sit down and rest a while, pull yourself away from your work and get enough rest so your body feels not overly fatigued. And T, did I cover N-E-W-S-T-A-R? And the final T is trust in God, or trust in a divine higher power. And that helps us relieve stress, is when we can relax and not be worried and put your trust in God as you understand God or higher power of the universe, creator, however you see the higher power to be. Put your trust. Don't keep the weight on your own self, and learn to be stress-free as much as possible and as relaxed as you can, and not to worry about things. Have a positive mental attitude, and that also helps. So these 8 things together, I think, kind of sum up.
That's your formula.
It is. What's done it, what's given me
Feeling
this
great.
longevity and feeling good at my age and feeling like sometimes like a teenager. And when I go out and hike or power walk, like do races, walking races, I'm almost always in the front of the pack. Even with teens and 20s, they have a hard time keeping up. And I attribute it to this diet and this lifestyle for the last 42 years.
Wow. Thank you again. Mahalo, as they say in Hawaii.
Okay, well, you're
Thank
very
you so
welcome.
much. It's very inspiring and important for many people.
Good. I just hope it can be of help for somebody else to see the benefits of eating and living the right lifestyle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.